This last week, I talked about Jesus Christ is the same in that he gives us the Holy Spirit. That was the center of the message that we talked on Sunday. And it was a kind of a focus not so much on the demonstration gifts and on the things that we would often associate being filled with the Holy Spirit was about. Really, what we talked about was the invitation from God to us to be being filled with the Holy Spirit so that the Holy Spirit will empower us or give us what we need each day to honor God in the way that we live, in the way that we act, in the way that we think. And I was reminded, and I shared this story of my friend Anthony, who is 5 years old. And Anthony, like most 5-year-olds, has times where he struggles with paying attention, or he struggles with treating people nicely, or he struggles with obedience. We don't ever have troubles with that. But, anyway, Anthony's mom let me know this last week that there was a day when he was just absolutely just killing it when it comes to his behavior and was just doing so well. And his parents asked him, what's the deal, Anthony? He's 5, where they're not expecting him to act like mature and patient and all this other stuff. And he said, well, I asked Holy Spirit to help me today. And he is. And they saw a dramatic difference in his behavior, and it was tied to this little one's just praying this prayer, asking Holy Spirit to help me today. And it really hit home for me because I woke up this morning feeling grumpy. And I even had the message on Sunday about, we can invite the Holy Spirit to fill us and to help us and to strengthen us. And we can know that. But I started the day grumpy and I'm frustrated and and I'm trying to think, Lord, help me out of this. And he just reminded me, what did you talk about on Sunday? It's like, oh yeah, you talked about being filled with the Holy Spirit and inviting the Holy Spirit to help you and to be with you, to strengthen you for what you need. And so I said, Jesus, please forgive me for not even taking my own advice. And now I'm going to do that. And I am asking the Holy Spirit to fill me today and to give me what I need to reflect him and not reflect my grumpiness and not reflect my frustration. And in this process, we can also know that the Holy Spirit is going to teach us things. He's going to remind us of things Jesus has said. He's going to give us the words to speak when it's time for us to talk. And he's going to give us a peace that goes beyond circumstances when we're going through difficulties. And when we begin to realize that Jesus gave the Holy Spirit not just so that we can do cool things like pray for people and see him healed, but also to give us what we need every single day to bring glory to him, that is a huge step in our growth and our relationship with him. Because we're not just getting filled with the Holy Spirit one time, we're getting filled with the Holy Spirit each time we ask. One of the best books I've ever read on this topic is this one. It's called The Holy Spirit, What's the Big Deal? By my mentor, Jerry Cook. And we have about 10 copies available. If you would like to pick one up, you can do so here from the church for nominal. It's like $10 to get it. And if you don't have $10, I'll give it to you. But great book on understanding more about who the Holy Spirit is and what he does and why it's such a big deal, why the Holy Spirit is such a big deal in our daily lives. Anyway, ask the Holy Spirit to fill you each day. Cooperate with what he's doing. You don't have to go through this life on your own. Jesus will give you what you need. He promises to do it the same yesterday, today, and forever. Right on? God bless you. Have a great rest of your week.